Hey YouTube, we are back with another video looking at some replays, and I know you probably clicked on the title and thumbnail knowing who we were going to be watching today, but even if you didn't, you would definitely know who we're watching now that we are in the replay. It's Flakes. We're going to be watching some Flakes replays that actually happened in the past couple days. Flakes has been playing 1v1s, and you don't need me to tell you that because he's actually been live as well. Flakes has gone in and out of going live every once in a while. Is something that I've noticed, and hopefully he's back around to stay. It's always fun to watch him. I think he's got one of the better streams in Rocket League. Very fun and funny personality, as well as good at teaching people how to get good at the game, and specifically how to get good at 1v1. Now, both these replays are going to be against this player, J-Waits. I actually am not sure where these two are rated on the 1v1 leaderboard, but we will see how Flakes is holding up. I have no idea how much he's been playing the game. I'll be honest, I haven't gotten to watch a ton of his recent streams, where I imagine he was probably asked that and able to explain. But if you've never heard of Flakes before, that is a bit surprising, but I'll give you a little bit of a background. He was once maybe the best ones player in the game for a short period of time, but definitely in the higher echelon of ones players for many, many months. And is known for famously saying it does not matter what car you play in. He says the car you're in does not matter at all. A little bit like Top Gun, he says it's all about the pilot. So, in order to prove his point, he basically randomizes his car almost every time he plays. I don't know how often he randomizes it. I think he does it sometimes between every single game. Just goes, hit randomize. And that's how you get this car in front of you. It's not that he picked this and thinks it's great. It's that the random button sent it to him. And another thing that Flakes is known for is actually sometimes having the cockroach topper, but he must have truly just stuck with his full random this time. Nice hook shot there. But Flakes is known for extreme opinions in a lot of things. One of those extreme opinions being that he doesn't think your car matters. The other extreme opinion being that everybody pretty much in the game plays too fast and too stupid, and that ones will teach you how to be correctly patient. And he is a player who will constantly fake challenge, pull away from the ball, and almost never, ever commit as a virtue, really. So we'll see how if that's still how he's playing nowadays in these games against J-Waits. It is how lots of ones players do tend to play when they put themselves into tough one situations. Now that is actually a kind of touch I wouldn't have expected Flakes to do. He loves his left to right dribbles, but he's usually not just booming power shots without being pressured. Maybe he thought he could place it better on net. You definitely don't want to just boom a shot to the back wall. I'm sure you'd hear from his own words that that is not what he wants to do. And now this is a little bit more like Flakes, just hovering on a low 50 outside the net. And sometimes you'd expect players like Flakes to not have the mechanical ability to hold up in the air or hold up playing aggressive, and that's why they play so super passive and only try and get fakes and 50s. But honestly, Flakes is a really highly mechanical player. You'll see that when he takes to the air from the corners, which is so far the only place he seems to think it is safe enough to do so. But he's got resets. He's got everything that is needed from a top player. Right now he's on defense, and that flick will tie it up 3-3. We'll watch mostly from Flakes' perspective. No kick out from J-Waits. Flakes just chipping it on the net and stealing the backcourt boost, stealing the midfield boost as well. Almost left the net open, but he should be able to grab everything here. Nice dodge of the demo. That was going to be J-Waits' only last chance. But these power slide dribbles, that is Flakes' thing. He says you should just be cutting and power slide cutting to get defenders to miss all the time. He would do great against Nexto. He'd have Nexto flying across the map, as that seemed to be a weakness of the AI. Flakes just lobbing this to the back wall. Trying to see if J-Waits can handle the pressure of a ball falling down in front of his net, and it seems like he has been able to. And not a great 50-year challenge for Flakes. One of the things I said earlier, I think I mentioned that he looks for 50s. He actually doesn't look for 50s. He looks for kind of wins in situations that would otherwise be 50s, meaning he likes to pull off the ball and never challenge. Like you see people looking for, I'm trying to explain it. It's not necessarily 50, but like when you're carrying the dribble and you drop the ball down and drive away from it so that when the challenge comes, it just pushes back off your car. People might call it a 50, but really it's just kind of like reading the oncoming challenge. That's the kind of stuff that Flakes usually prefers to do over any sort of real 50 where it's a race to the ball. This time his power slide cut is not enough to get it past J-Waits, and then J-Waits chases him down and now is up 5-4. 30 seconds left to go. Flakes needing to clutch out. Not the best of kickoffs. J-Waits doesn't even need to take this ball to Flakes if he doesn't want to. Can he use the patience that Flakes has? He kind of did. See, he played it nice and slow, and then Flakes, we didn't show it from his perspective, but creeped upfield and then tried to do the 180 backflip challenge where it looks like he's going to shadow. But I actually think that was lost on J-Waits because we watched it from his angle, and I don't even think we even saw Flakes behind the ball, so he didn't even know that Flakes had done a 180. So he was not expecting any sort of shadow. He was probably expecting a real challenge. Like he said, Flakes is not down but not out as he taps a long shot in and might even have a chance here on this kickoff. Decent pinch. He just wants to put it somewhere in the middle of the field where a zero boost self could potentially score, but no. J-Waits is going to take Flakes down in our first of two replays we've watched of his, but let's watch another of these two guys going at it. Oh my goodness. As you can see, Flakes has changed his car. Now it is the Merc. It seems like he probably hit random again. He does have a little bit of a green theme though, almost intentionally. Maybe he just got lucky because the Zombas are green too. Green Merc, green Zombas, green Christmas tree, and a green flag. That's either some serious luck or maybe he handcrafted this monstrosity, as it is red and green as well. It might be his full Christmas car. But anyways, he's in the Merc now, and I think this game comes 2 days after the first. In fact, it came this morning, I believe. And while I am recording this right now, I believe Flakes is live, so you could check Flakes out. Twitch.tv/Flakes, by the way, if you haven't checked him. Very interesting player and a very good player if you're wanting to get better at ones to watch stream. He cues ones a lot and he talks through all the mistakes that he's making, but most importantly that he thinks the opponent is making during his 1v1s against them. So it's a great place to learn. He will teach you to play ones fairly safe. You know, you're not going to learn how to play ones like Nupo or Daniel or Evo. Well, actually, Evo's been playing a little bit safer nowadays as well, but you know what I mean. Flakes also, I think he does some tier 3 replay analysis or something. I don't know if he'll still do it because he doesn't stream very often, but his replay analysis are great. I highly recommend doing whatever you need to do to try and get a replay analysis of your gameplay from Flakes because it is not only very informative, but very entertaining as well. Now we see Flakes getting scored on again, trying to do his power slide cut. And I want to say it's one of those things that would make him recognizable even if he wasn't playing on a random car that's always going to be Flakes. Because top players in ones are really not using the power slide cuts as much as Flakes likes to use them. And, you know, I think he's a little bit rusty with them right now because while it has resulted in, I think, 1 goal a couple other times, J-Waits has been able to just kind of challenge and take the ball to the other side of the field with a well-timed read on the cuts. Right now, Flakes trying to gain possession of this ball. Oh, he didn't want to dive and steal that corner. It felt like he could have gone the extra couple inches to grab that corner boost, but I guess not. He's stealing this dribble away from J-Waits. And now, waiting. He does not like to force the issue. He wants to get the defenders to make a bad challenge, so he was trying to go late 50 right there, as I was just talking about. Wasn't able to get it. But J-Waits did play too quickly right after that, and now he's got a 4th. Flakes likely to flip midfield. Grab this boost. J-Wait's actually staying around it. Look at the patience of Flakes. He just has these little moments where he kind of stops moving or is more patient than anybody else that ever plays. As if he's almost trying to scold you for moving your car. Saying the smartest thing to do is to just sit and wait and let the other guy make a mistake. That being said, direct kickoff goal for J-Waits. Flakes might get one right back, though. Oh, what a save. Wow. J-Wait's ripping it off the crossbar. Now take it to the skies. Nice pre-jump. Intercepted by Flakes. Has it on car dribble. Going air dribble bump. And he covered the path that J-Waits would have needed to take well. Did not get contact or even really get close to it, but it doesn't matter. He held off and was able to score a goal. J-Wait's way too strong of a first touch. So Flakes saw that and dives to take it away. Now looking to steal this other boost. He's done so. J-Waits shouldn't be able to get back to this ball. And the fake jumps and fake challenges are something Flakes loves. You see another fake jump. Just to make sure J-Waits doesn't come to try and take the ball away. And that's going to be it. A nice mechanical musty to finish off the game. Even in the murk, he can launch him forward. 7-3. J-Waits had enough. Flakes, he might have been rusty a couple days ago, but he's finding his groove today, apparently, as he wins this one 7-3. Are we going to see more Flakes again in the future? I really hope so. I think One's fans in general love him, not to mention just every fan loves him. Check him out on Twitch. Check him out on YouTube, twitch.tv/Flakes.